And hello again, Internet. Well, here we are with day 25 of Magna Carta. Yes, 25 days of this crap. But at least today there should possibly, maybe, potentially be something interesting. If you recall, the only plot point we really saw yesterday was yet another, oh, time to switch parties moment. Except that the party we were playing as was the one who showed up late, showed up to the situation with a what on earth is going on, and flashback to the other side, which is the way that should be handled. And I like that. We're going to see how good that works, or how well that works, pardon me. They're going to screw it up. Everything in this game has been messed up. Every single point. If there's a way for them to do it wrong, they've done it wrong. So, we're going to go from there. And we're in the Lightning Ruins, which is already annoying because we're taking the secondary party here back to a very low-level area that we were at a long time ago. Pardon my throat. So, yeah, that's today in a nutshell. There should be some plot. And there should be a whole lot of combat again, because that's all this game is anymore. Sorry about this, I'm taking some quick pain pills. Because my back's hurting. Alrighty then. Yes. Yeah, you see, you've been here before! Yes, they already have the Divine Vessel of Lightning. Raul, are you the husband? You know what? I think he is hiding something. He's hiding a lot of things. Come on. Just get on with the story. Well, why would you even... Really? That was the plot. Go through this low-end area, discover nothing. Ugh! What a waste of time! I mean, seriously, it's a low-end area, so it's not like it was even worth any combat. But no! What did we discover? Absolutely nothing! And we move on. I'm sorry, hinting at a mysterious past does not substitute for having actual plot. You can't just keep hinting and hinting and hinting. Something, at some point, has to happen. Are you trying to actually have voice line there? Or does your mouth just Okay, let's see. Here we go. It's got a letter. Huh? From me? Oh, let me guess. It's from your husband. Stop looking for me. I divorced you for a reason. Sorry for not writing for so long. I don't have much time, so I'll get right to the point. A week from now, come to the Astine Marsh. I'll be waiting for you there between sunset and midnight every day for a week. A week from when? When he wrote it? When they arrived? How do you know when she's going to get it? How do you know that it was in the right place? Okay, so there was a date on the letter. All right. If you have to meet in secret. We're all going together. Of course we are. Except for the guy in the back. No one cares about him. Thank you! That was my actual question, too. How did he know she was there? Will we get an answer to that? Probably not. So, yeah, this is the point. For crying out loud, this is the point where we're following the same thing from before. So, remember my biggest complaint about having this whole do the two-party thing? In that one party basically follows the footsteps in the other party. And these things are supposed to be happening at roughly the same time, so why aren't the parties running into each other? This is just an excuse to make the player do the same thing over and over and over again and waste everyone's time. And damn, it needs to stop. It's not going to. Oh, it's never going to stop. It's going to be doing this the whole time, the whole game. Now, there should be, assuming it doesn't just warp us past it, which, given this game, I can buy that happening completely. But if it doesn't just warp us past it, there should be the dojo out here. And the dojo for blue magic, which was the stand here and take our spells. And there it is. So here we go. This is the first time I've been able to have the two different parties, one party train at a dojo and get it, and then have the other party potentially train at the same dojo. I've had a point where both parties could have trained at a dojo, but neither one actually did. And that was back in the desert out of F4. Which is why when we were going back to F4, I was hoping able to go back to there. But nope. Not going to F4 after all. Now, I really hope, because I have 2 party members right now. 2! That could learn the skill. Okay, so potentially training there. Do you have any training for us? Because I did after... No, okay. So do I have to actually go through this with every character? I actually don't mind if I do. See, Justina and Wraith can both do it. Now the real question I'm going to have is, since these both can learn it...
Blessed by Amabot.
Again, it's just the stand here and take these attacks. But if this character can learn it from here, can the other character learn the second part? Or am I going to have to actually go through this with all 3 characters in order to get 3 different scrolls? You would hope that it's the latter. I mean, it would make sense if it were the latter. And if they programmed it that way, then kudos. Then we get this item that we get for succeeding. And you'll notice that it's actually going to be more difficult for these two, because they don't have the same water resistance that Maya had. Believe it or not, the little girl was a better healer than the cleric and the all-powerful Yasin. It doesn't matter. I mean, I still don't think these things are a threat to me. And yeah, I'm going to do this with both characters, guys. So be prepared to be sitting here for a while I get new skills for a couple characters.
Don't underestimate me. It is the will of the gods.
So Justina's done. Now, these certificates, that's the second certificate I've gotten. And, oh, now, did you notice? I can't train here again because I've got the certificate. Let's actually go ahead and see if I can raise their... What do we have here? Cursed Necklace. I want to raise your resistance as much as possible. Actually, I should have her do it. Because she's got the higher resistance to begin with because of this earring, of course. There, that increases it. This protects me from poison, which is useful. But right now, what was that? There's one that's 70. There, that's a 70. Now, how about any of these that raise resistance? That one. Okay, so she's got my highest resistance. Let's let her take on this next one. I'm assuming that resistance is what I'm going to need for the defense. So I can't do this with both characters, actually. It makes me wonder, am I only going to get one scroll? I have two characters that can use it. Or, after I actually complete it with one, am I going to have to go back and complete it again? Oh yeah, she'll be able to do this no problem. It really is right now, just sit here and take these attacks. It's dull, but whatever. My coffee has coffee grounds in it today. Ugh. Just as difficult as it was yesterday when I did this. Kick back and every now and then press X. I do want to see, I mean, I'm curious as to how they do this. I am, if nothing else, testing a little bit of the game mechanics. Can both of these characters learn this, or am I only going to be allowed to do it once? And I have missed a couple dojos, which probably would have been helpful. Because I missed the dojo on the floating island, and I missed the dojo in the desert twice.
Now that's how it's done.
Yay! I stood there and took it like a champ. Next fight. Really hate this dojo. Oh, right, you're the expert trainer. I have to go to the intermediate trainer around the corner. Because, you know, why would you have them in order? These characters have similar stats. It's all about the defense right now. So yeah, this is boring. I guess I could talk about video game news. I gotta give props to Total Biscuit, apparently, for the whole Gearbox G2A thing. Now, I don't really know much about G2A. I already don't like, other than Humble Bundle, I trust Humble Bundle, and if they find out that they're not legit, oh boy, you guys will hear about it. Because I've thrown my support behind Humble Bundle. But G2A apparently is a key reseller site for Steam keys, and I've not really trusted these sites, generally speaking, because I'd rather just get mine direct from Steam if possible, or, well, the only one I really trust is Humble Bundle. And even other bundle sites, you know, there's Bundle Stars, all this other crap, I only do Humble Bundle. But apparently G2A was kind of a dumping ground for fake keys or stolen keys. Keys purchased with stolen credit card numbers and then resold there. And the developers would get hit with a bunch of credit card back, you know, paybacks or refunds because, well, they were illegitimate purchases, but the keys are already out there. And the developers get kind of screwed over that way. Or they would just flat out sell fake keys that didn't work. And G2A would then sell, mind you, a protection plan. That if you got a key that didn't work, well, if you're a subscriber of their protection plan, they'd send you a replacement key. But only if you were a subscriber and paid them. And if you stopped subscribing, they would continue to charge your card for it anyway. So this is all secondhand. I have no proof of this. This is all just what I've been hearing for G2A. So, but Total Biscuit apparently, you know, had this information collected, had evidence, testimony from developers, etc. And when Gearbox announced a partnership with G2A for a special edition of Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition, and all this blowback started happening because of it, they actually reached out to Total Biscuit and said, "Hey, you know what's going on? Do you have any evidence of these accusations?" And Total Biscuit went, "Oh, yes, I do," and started giving them information, gave them a list, apparently on a conference call. This is according to a video he released, which I do recommend you watch that instead. And eventually they kind of worked out so that Gearbox basically issued a list of demands for G2A, basically saying, okay, if you want to be legit, you have to do these steps to prove your intention of being legit, or we're severing our partnership. So we're going to see what happens on that. If nothing else, then at least G2A has been exposed a little bit more widely than it had been before. Which, no, it's always good to expose stuff like that. Expose the illegitimate behavior. Because G2A has been trying to pretend to be legitimate, and they've been throwing a lot of money around, money that apparently isn't as legitimately earned and above board as it should be. They threw enough around to get... I mean, their big coup was Gearbox. And that might have just blown up in their face. And let's hope that if the accusations are true, that they either do clean up or lose the partnership. Now, I'm all for either answer happening. Sorry, taking a drink here while in the downtime. Chew on those coffee grounds. That's the last of my coffee for the day. I had a bad night last night. That's why I was a little late recording and such. So, okay, so that's some game news. Now, the thing is, stuff like that, game selling companies have had problems for a while. I mean, there's a reason where I've been boycotting GameStop, EB Games for years because of the various things they've done. Not the least of which was it, I think, Deus Ex Human Revolution? I think that was the game where it might have been, you know, Portal 2 also, I don't know. But there were copies of a console game that had a Steam code inside because the developers figured, well, you're buying the game. You might as well have the game, no problem. I mean, we don't care if you play it on this system or that system, you've already paid for the game. Well, GameStop has their own... I think they bought, what was it, Stardock? But anyway, they have their own digital distribution. And so they decided that having Steam keys in products they were selling was competition. So they told their employees to open up all the copies of those games and take out the keys. Effectively stealing from their customers. So that's one instance of theirs that I don't like. And again, you can look all these information up yourself if you don't believe me. And I want you to look these up yourself. Don't trust what I say offhand. Always double check things. You should always be doing that anyway. That's just good business practices. Not business practices. Good practices in general is to trust but verify.
That wasn't so bad.
Second thing. Another thing they've done, this is something that I really don't like. Well, I know that they've done things like, for example, with Xenosaga. No, not Xenosaga. Xenoblade, pardon me. So many Xeno games. Xenoblade for the Wii. I believe it was the Wii. They would, when they got a new shipment in, because this game had such a high resale value, because it was so in demand and so limited, they would actually take their new copies, open them up, and basically throw away everything but the disc and sell it as a used copy for a markup. To me, that's dishonest as hell. I already don't like the fact that they open copies of games. I went to a GameStop once, even after my boycott, in order to find a collector's edition of Oh, what Mortal Kombat was it? I think it was Annihilation. Because there were different steelbook cases with different artwork based on the retailer. And as much as I hated it, I kind of wanted the GameStop version the most. So I went to GameStop to pick it up. The only copy they had was already opened. And I'm going, no, I'm sorry. This, especially as a collector's edition, this is opened. This is not a new game. I'm not buying it from you. Especially not at new game prices. But it hasn't been played. I don't care. It's been opened. So I already, as a collector, and I am a collector, even though I'm not as big a collector as I could be. Like, I've unfortunately lost most of my boxes at this point because I've moved several times in my life. So I don't have, like, LGR's amazing large or big box collection. I've had several of those, just I don't anymore. But I did have all my game boxes for, like, my Nintendo 64 and etc. A lot of my SNES boxes, I still had all those, so. At any rate, as a collector, I can't stand that. I can't stand opening copies like that and selling them as new. Once you open it, it's not new. Of course, then that goes in complete contradiction to the Xenoblade of where they were opening them and selling them as used anyway. You got them in as new, sell them as new, pristine condition. Don't dick around. Another thing they supposedly at least have done in the past, I don't know if they still do it, but they would get, like, if something was returned as defective, especially retro stuff, they weren't allowed to test it. They would have to set it back and end up effectively getting it destroyed, even if it worked. So this OEM hardware, okay, good, I can do it with the other characters. Sweet. Well, I'm going to end up doing it again with Wraith. Assuming I can. Can I? Are you going to let me do it with Wraith again? You are going to let me do it with Wraith again. Amazing. Well, first off, let's actually use the one that I've got. And I'm going to use this on Wraith. No, I'm going to use it on Justina. Now, I'm doing it on Justina for a reason. And that is... Nope, she's still able to do it. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and go through with Wraith again so that Wraith can learn it. Yeah, just wasting time, learning skills, kind of. I'm sorry about this. But... yeah, like... So, for example, I mean, they sold a bunch of retro stuff, at least for a while. But if someone, say, returned a NES controller, an actual OEM NES controller, and said, oh, this doesn't work, they weren't allowed to test it, make sure it worked, repair it. No, they would have to wait and get it physically destroyed as defective. And I, again, can't personally confirm this. These are just reports that I've heard. And if those are true, that's awful. As a collector, especially someone who loves old games, gee, I wonder. I mean, I've got 2 PS2 controllers here that aren't in great condition anymore. One of them just flat out doesn't work, even though physically it seems pristine. I would hate to see it just utterly just get destroyed for no reason other than, well, we're not going to try to repair it, we're just going to break it. These are hard to come by, especially the older stuff. Imagine somebody trying to get some original Atari or Intellivision or Odyssey gear and having someone like an employee at GameStop just destroying them because, well, their corporate ordered them to. It'd be awful. Such a wasteful thing. But again, can't confirm. So it's one of many things. There's a lot of things that have added up to I will not shop at GameStop anymore. And it's a shame. And there are people who don't like Steam. I've had one person in my comments back with the Strife video where I suggested people go buy it on Steam because it was not on GOG at the time. It is now. Strife Veteran Edition is now on GOG, but it wasn't at the time. And they were a little bit upset with me that I was supporting it on Steam and not on GOG, because GOG has the DRM free stuff and they don't like Steam's DRM. There's people who don't like Steam's DRM. I personally obviously have no problem with Steam's DRM. It's never given me any issues. And it's a fantastic marketplace to find all kinds of things. But I can understand why someone would be unhappy about it. And if they are,
so bad.
yeah, go to GOG. See if it's on GOG. There's games that I bought on GOG that weren't on Steam. I've got some games that are on GOG that weren't on Steam and now are, but I'm still going to keep the GOG version. I've got still some games that are GOG exclusive, effectively. Good old games. I love GOG. I'm a retro gamer. Of course I love GOG.
Now that's how it's done.
And I am all for people playing there. So yeah, if you want Strife, it's on GOG. And I totally recommend you pick up Strife. Not the new one. The 1997 version. The Doom Engine roleplay game. It's quite fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed playing through it. I'm sorry this is so boring, but this is the game right now. This is some of their better attacks. I mean, these are nice spells that I'm getting for them. And since I've got 2 of the characters in this group that can use it, I'm going to want both of them to use it. Or have the ability to, at least. Which is why I'm talking about other things, which is, you know, getting up on the, well, you're not really doing fair use, you're doing game video of this while talking about something else. And that's why I was commenting yesterday about the whole fair use and Let's Plays in Atlas. Which, again, this is an Atlas published game, so... And if they want to get mad at me that I'm talking about GameStop and why you shouldn't go to GameStop while I'm playing one of their games, or rather, at this point, watching one of their games play itself... I don't think I'm spoiling anything here, Atlas. And that's why I do older games anyway. I don't want to spoil... I don't even have a PlayStation 4. If I did, you know, I'd be able to hook it directly up and stream from it. I love that. I love the fact that they're including this functionality in the newer systems. Which is why, like I said yesterday, I'm not doing anything special and unique here. There's websites set up for this. The hardware is set up for this. So this is not exactly a niche that needs filling. Everyone and their brother can stream games. But it's fun. It's a reason to play games. Reason to finally finish this dang one. Kind of. Yeah, you guys are... I mean, I could have done this... probably should have done this off camera, but I didn't know I'd be doing this today. Seriously, I didn't expect that I'd be going through here.
Now that's how it's done.
If nothing else, Wraith's leveling a little bit. Yay. This is why this game takes so long. I'm just wasting time. I'm wasting half an hour. Wasting half a freaking hour just trying to learn these skills. Because why? Why? Why me? Why am I doing this? Why is this my life? Yeah. So, Magna Carta. Fun game. I don't really have anything else to talk about game news-wise. I don't follow game news as well as I should, and to be entirely honest, all I'm doing is repeating what you guys could find from other reviewers. You could watch Sid Alpha, you could watch Total Biscuit, you could watch Jimquisition, H3H3, Funhouse, whatever else. I don't know all the various... I don't even know, to be honest. To be honest, I still don't really know. I don't watch much Funhouse. I know a lot of you came from there. I know it's a Rooster Teeth thing, and I do love Rooster Teeth, but... I watch other videos most of the time. You know, like one of my big concerns right now is you've seen, I don't know if you've seen, but you might have heard of the various attacks on YouTube, on YouTubers and ad revenue and things like this, and the whole Wall Street Journal PewDiePie thing, etc., or the Times, and oh, these advertisements are going up against questionable material. Yeah. I agree with what I heard yesterday from someone. I'm not going to say who. Just it was during one of these live streams. Effectively, YouTube is the current media boogeyman. You know how it used to be like rock music was satanic, and role-play games, Dungeons and Dragons was satanic, and video games will teach your kids to be violent, and explicit lyrics and rap music will get people to kill each other. They're just going after YouTube now. It's the current boogeyman. It's the current demagogue. It's the scapegoat. There's always something. And now it's YouTube. Hey, cool, I missed. Awesome. That's what I get for trying to do it one-handed. So, we're going to get a whole lot of news stories. Not just from small outlets, either. I mean, Wall Street Journal is not exactly a tiny place. And they should know better than to do the type of, well, slanderous hit piece that they did. There's no other way to really say it than that. But we're going to see more and more of these, and they're going to be like, oh god, the Daily Mail had this one of, this website is teaching people to stab through stab-proof vests, just like happened in the terrorist attack in England, in London. No, it was a consumer review showing that the vest that he bought wasn't what it claimed to be.
Let's do our best.
But you're going to start seeing things like that. You're going to start seeing, does YouTube teach your child how to smoke crack? That was actually one of the quotes that they used. And I mean, I remember when the freaking PSP was the most horrible thing for children because, oh no, you can look up porn on the PSP at school. What? Yeah, I'm not kidding. That was one of the things the news was out there doing. They always do this. It's sensationalism. It's all about trying to get more views to them. And YouTube right now, drumming up fear is what the media is good at. And so right now, YouTube is their current target. And it's nothing special. It's going to screw with things for a while, but it should eventually calm down. And I need to actually not break my healing because this person might do some damage to me. I mean, I don't know if this person will be able to just straight up kill me. Oh, well, yeah, I've got about half my damage done and less than half the attacks, so I need some healing on my own. There we go. Now I'm fine. Now I won't be able to... Now I'll be able to survive it, so yay. But yeah, whatever you're hearing, anytime you hear something dire in the news... I mean, do you remember the SARS scare? I love South Park parodied that. I have a 2% chance to die. I only have a 98% chance to live. Yeah, SARS was nothing. And yet, listening to the media, it was going to wipe out the world. There's always something. And here's one of the things, too. I'm not saying that there's this big conspiracy where the media get together in dark, smoky rooms and, well, what are we going to go after this time? No. It is a case where they see someone report something and they see the reaction it gets and they go, oh, I should jump on that bandwagon. So yeah. That's all it is. And the problem is the media doesn't notice when they're really hurting people when they do this. Or a lot of times, they think it's good that they're hurting people. As I said yesterday, there's a reason why I'm not trying to make money on this. Even if Even if I could, right now, I'd be completely SOL. Straight out of luck. Because the ad revenue is dried up there, and... But my videos don't have advertisements on it anyway. At least I don't put advertisements on it. I don't try to monetize the videos. I'm not doing anything special that would deserve it. Okay, so that should be the last attack. Finally, I should be able to move on now.
We won, right?
Yeah, you got the scroll. Now, I actually do really wonder, can I go back down there and get another one? I don't think I can, but... let's find out. I had 2 people who could learn the skill, and I got 2 scrolls. Nope, not letting me do it anymore. Okay, so that's interesting. But hey, it means at least now, hey, check it out. I got new stuff. Okay, now let's re-equip her because I took a lot of stuff off. Ooh. I think she had that on. I'll keep the earrings of joy. But for this, I want something prevent paralysis. There we go. 65. Yeah, I think that's about what she was at before. She did level up once. So we should be good now. Go back, find a save spot. Because that was like, what, half an hour of doing that. And I don't want to mess all that up. I think there's a save spot right down here. So yeah, there we go, guys. Half an hour of sitting there taking water attacks. I made all the comments yesterday. I made all the jokes about it yesterday. There's no more jokes to make. This is the problem with having 2 different parties repeating the content. Was it yesterday or the day before? Jeez, how long ago was that even? I don't even know anymore. Time is warp and space is bendable. Again, we're just... And now comes the fun part of we have to follow the same path that the other party did. So we're going to run into the same enemies. We're going to be killing them. And the other party should basically be right on my heels. Because the other party showed up there right after we did. So why am I not running into them anywhere? And now you guys get to see the fun part of, just like last time, I now grind the new skill. Let's hope my timing is decent today.
We be blessed by Amabot.
No, timing is way off on these. These are faster. Alright, gotta get used to the speed.
I'll show you the power of an Amabot priestess.
Yeah, a little girl did it better than you. It's not to say I don't like the skills. I mean, these are good skills for her to have. Which is why I have no problem using them right now.
Justice shall rain down upon you.
Oh, God, I hate your voice actress. No, I don't hate the actress. I hate the delivery. I'm sorry for saying I don't like the voice actress. I have no idea who you are as a person. And that is not what I meant, and I apologize for coming off that way. I should be more careful with what I say. Yeah, training skills. Training skills. That's all I'm doing now. This is one of the things that happens with these games. You train the skills. And then stop using them so that you can train other skills. And then stop using those so you can train more skills. And never use the skills you've trained. Well, that's not entirely true. This game, you're not constantly on the cycle of learning new skills. So there's at least that. There's only, what, 3 levels of this? 4 levels? I forget. And it's good magic, too. I mean, she's actually able to do a fair amount of damage, and I can sit back behind my tanks and do this. I think it's still faster to just use Raoul and slice me to bits, but it's not bad having a variety of things I can do depending on the chi in the area. That was pretty bad. So I have a feeling this is going to be the rest of the day. Just because of how long it took to get these skills. I'm going to be fighting with them here, and then fighting with them through the centaurs that have to pee.
Justice shall rain down upon you.
Yay for justice. Also, if it's supposed to be raining down, why is it coming up from the ground? Answer me that.
Rest in peace.
Okay. Well, yeah, this is
Will of the
boring.
gods.
I don't even have new game news to talk about. I got nothing. I don't mind these combats, at least, right now. This isn't a problem. It wasn't particularly bad yesterday, either. Not like the fire floating island. Good God. I never want to do anything like that again. Every fight I had to run back and save just in case. Several days of frustration just to get past that one area. You guys don't see all that on the recording, but it was bad. Like I said, I deleted one of the recordings of just half an hour of yelling. Failure, failure, failure. I don't think I killed a single enemy on that one.
I think a change is called for.
Yay. I hit it with water. This is so amazing. A unique and dynamic game. Dang it.
I'll show you the power of an Amabat priestess.
I do know, or at least I have a plan for what game I'm doing next. I will be doing a draft of Soulforge before the next game. But I know what the next game is going to be. And I'm looking forward to it. It's one that I've actually kind of wanted to do for a while, but they did something recently that is encouraging me to try it again. Can I please learn the next skill?
I shall cleanse your soul.
Please. Oh well. At least this is actually hitting everything and ending the fights more quickly, which I kind of don't want when I'm grinding, but or when I'm grinding skills, but whatever. Oh no. Miss Fist took a shot. Whatever will I do? Jeez! You just don't want to learn the next level, do you? Because I'm getting great, 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 and you're not doing it. Yes, the water effects are very pretty. I kind of hate seeing them over and over like this, though. Kind of wish I could turn it off just to speed the game up. Oh, whoa, there we go. There's a miss. That one's my fault. Really? Are we going back to the you're enjoying it way too much with that grunt? Oh, man. Timing. Come on. Let's see. This is day 25 of this game. I think I'm going to go ahead and record it over the weekend as well because of how much pilling around I had done at the beginning of this week. I need to actually really kind of catch up on it, get some progress. I'm sure no one cares. I mean, at this point, you guys are probably looking, seeing the title and going, yeah, nope, not watching it anymore. Come on, learn the skill already.
A change is called for.
Why are you not learning it? I mean, it's going to be the rest of the day doing these skills.
Rest in peace. It is the will of the gods.
And I want you to learn it so I can swap you out and not have to hear your voice lines anymore. Not that Rihanna, or not that Wraith is much better. Heal after every fight. Because of course I have to. Because heaven forbid the game do this automatically for me. No, it's really dangerous to do this. Except that there's no freaking enemies around me, so it doesn't matter, does it? So it is different music. Okay. Something I was talking about yesterday with the different music in the different zones. I wasn't really paying attention, so I didn't know if it was actually changed or not. And, well, I guess that answers that. It had changed the music up a bit. And this music does sound more like something for a plains-like area or wooded area. Green rather than the canyon with the blowing wind. So I guess for the most part, I can't complain about the music in this game either. And that's the thing, like, the quality-wise of this game, it's good. It's just a lot of the actual mechanics of it are bad.
I'll show you the power of an
I would love to see the people who worked on this. You know, that's a question. I should actually look up what else these guys have done. Because I would like to see some of the people who worked on this game, on the graphics, on the animation, on the music.
Such is the power
I would like to
of
see what they could come up with on a game that's actually good. This isn't. I'm sorry, guys. This is not fun.
Your sins shall be purged.
This commits one of the greatest sins that you can do with a video game. Not be fun. It's boring. And that's the one word you never want associated with a video game. Is boring. And I know there's some people out there who are looking at this going, well, yeah, it's a JRPG. They're all boring. Well, not to me, they're not. This one is. But I rather enjoy a lot of JRPGs. Oh, finally you got it!
You shall be punished.
Of course, it still doesn't mean I'm done. But at least it's progress. Yay! Yeah, I like JRPGs for the most part. A lot of games that I like. There are several genres of games that I like. There's very few that I don't, to be entirely honest. RTS is one of the games that I'm not a big fan of, even though, for example, StarCraft, which, by the way, I don't know if they're still doing it, but Blizzard was giving away the original StarCraft and Brood Wars for free because they're doing an HD version of it right now, which... Isn't that what StarCraft 2 was supposed to be? Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say things like that. But yeah, if you've never played StarCraft, pick it up. It's free. No reason not to. And it is a good game. I've never finished it. I'm probably not going to do that one for a stream because if you think this game is slow and monotonous, you really don't want to watch me play an RTS. Because my mind space for those games is to build the biggest army in a turtle base as possible. Oh, wow. Let's just hit the wrong button and screw everything up right away. But yeah, especially playing the single player, I turtle. I take my dear sweet time. I build a massive army as big as I can. I hit the unit cap of the biggest enemy or the biggest units I can, and then I go out. Not before then, which is why I don't play it online, because I just get creamed constantly. Because I don't play the game, quote, right, unquote. Or correctly. And I know this. And it's just part of my mindset of, I want to have everything. I like big as opposed to quick. Which is why when I played Dark Souls, my character was running around in the black iron armor using Havel's shield and the great dragon axe, and I spent most of my time with the shield up defending. Just standing there tanking the shots rather than... Oops, you know what? This is actually a bad place to do that. And just standing there tanking the shots instead of being a dodgy thing. Which is why when I play through the game again, and I'm totally planning on doing it, I'm going to try to do a dex build, which is going to be all about dodging, trying to get my timing of the rolls down, because that's important. That's timing I just did not go through in my first playthrough. So I have not gotten good yet on that. And given that that's one of the more important elements of the game, it's high time I do that. But I'm much more of a defensive type player for these. I like the turtle. It's like when I play For Honor, I play the Crusader because of the shield. And in fact, when I'm playing one of the modes where my gear matters, my levels include gaining life when I block with the shield and injuring my opponent when I block with the shield. Because that's my thing. I'm all about the shield.
Your sins shall be purged.
I had one round where I had all 4 enemies constantly attacking me at the end of the round, and I drew it into a draw because they could not kill me. 4 enemies attacking me simultaneously, and I held them off. Because 4 on 4 is the highest you can do, and this was at the end of the game, and my other 3 had been executed, so they couldn't do anything. Finally, hey, you learned another move. If you had learned this last one quickly enough, I can swap you out. Sweet. Yeah, all 3 of my opponents have been executed. I had actually managed to kill 3 of the guys during that fight, but every time I tried to execute, I got knocked out of it and then revived them. So it was a nasty 4-on-1. But like I said, I survived it till the end of the round. It doesn't happen often. Usually if it's a 4-on-1, you are done. Even a 2-on-1 can be hard.
Man, you suck.
But I just went full defensive mode, let my, regen health when I block an attack carry me through. And I was attacking constantly as well. I mean, I wasn't just turtle. Oh no, I was on attack, trying to kill them. Like I said, I got 3 of them. I just couldn't keep them down. They kept reviving. I like For Honor.
Justice shall rain down upon you.
And I'm at the point where I have to talk about other video games, which I should not do. But what is there to comment about this? I'm casting water constantly. Yay.
Nicely done.
Thank you, Raul. Thank you very much. And she still's not going to learn the last one. Of course not. Would have been nice to have learned it there so I could swap her out. But no!
Rest in peace. I'm quite pleased with the outcome.
Yeah, so am I. I mean, you did learn the next level. You didn't take a lot of damage. These are good, powerful skills you should be learning. And I approve. I have no idea where the story part... I'm not gonna... One thing I'm not gonna do is I'm never gonna just cut out a playthrough like this where I cut out all of the gameplay and just have the cutscenes, I think that's uncool, personally. Oh, okay. No, we did this last time too, didn't we? Because I complained about that yesterday of, oh, gee, I either can click yes or not continue the game. What kind of a choice is that? Just take us there. We are literally following, once again, the same footsteps of the other party. Why? Why not have us go a different direction? Why force us to do the same bloody thing? I hate this more than words. There are no words for this.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, attack him. He won't mind.
Prepare yourself.
I forgot just how long of a walk this is.
You cannot escape the light of judgment.
I'm tired of this. And I still got 2 more days before I can rest on it. Take a break. Play a fun game. And it is going to be a fun game next time.
Wow, not bad.
It's a game I have literally... Well, I don't know. I'm not going to spoil that either. Haha.
May yours
If I told you something, it would probably spoil the game. I'll tell you it when I get to play it. Can you please learn the 4th skill so I can stop doing this? Please? Can you pretend? Not with that, you're not.
pray for forgiveness.
Ugh. At least there's a save point up here. Not that I'm really at any risk of dying anytime soon. Oh, good, it's not doing that much damage to you.
Nicely done.
You can't paralyze him. I fixed that. Nope, still not learning it. Why would you?
Cleanse your soul.
And that's going to end the fight, isn't it? Please don't. Please survive. Please survive. Please survive. Please survive. Dang. Yeah, no, I wanted the fight to actually go on a little bit longer so that I could have one more shot at it.
The outcome.
Oh well. Heal up, hit the save spot, and keep going. Wow. That took a lot of healing. I almost didn't make that fight. Woo! But again, we're in a low-level area. Oh, this is definitely going to be interesting. Because right now they're trying to set it up that evil butterfly Yasin that Callens is looking for is her husband, and I hope that's not the case. But that's kind of what they're hinting at the moment. Then again, oh, we've seen them hint at things that ended up not being good
Stay
because
focused,
I honestly
everyone.
don't think they understand how this works. And I mean, is this just like a cultural thing of
Pray for forgiveness.
does Korea like stories that repeat the same thing over and over and over again? I don't know. I can't say. I haven't really played many Korean games before this. But it makes me wonder, since this is, for me, my gateway into South Korea video games, and it's a bad one. So if anyone out there knows better than I do, please let me know. Like, is this typical, or was this kind of bad even for that? Are there good games that I could be playing instead? Good examples. Because I honestly like seeing what other cultures do. Yay! She's done! Now I gotta do this all over again with another character. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and use her tier 4 anyway. Because I want to see how much damage it does to these guys. Number one. Number two, I want to see if it actually is just straight up no range.
Wow, not bad.
Yeah, okay, it is a range. It just hits everything in that bubble, I guess.
I think a change is called for.
Yeah, because it focuses on her, so it just hits things that are in the ring around it. Everything in that ring gets hit. Gotcha. Okay.
Such is the power of Amabat.
Let's wait, switch styles, and switch characters. I'm going to switch back... Pardon me. I'm going to switch back to the healing on her before I get her out of the party. That was the wrong button. I was trying to do that and failed
You okay
miserably.
there?
Because, you know, hit O to back out. Whoa, whoops. That's not how it works in this game.
Consider this your warning.
Stab.
All in a day's work.
So, yeah. Oh, whoops. Yeah, let's actually hit the right button. That would help. But, yeah, progress at least. Am I close enough to the save point to go back and hit it
You'll have
again?
to
I
do
think
better
so.
than that.
Oh, crap. He can't attack.
If you're hurt, then stay back.
And apparently my timing is off because, again, I'm used to the quicker one. Wow, my timing is way off. Look at that. At least I'm not really in any risk. This is just wasting more time. Because that's what I'm good at. Waste all the time. Should have used her first. Wow. Okay, I guess those are weak to getting punched with
I don't
rocks.
have time for this.
I aim to please.
And Justina leveled up. Sweet. I think the save point is just pretty much right behind me. Must heal and then run back to it. Yeah, it's right there, so. Heal, switch party members, run back to it. And then you get to see me go through the same water spells all over again! Switch party. Camera angle. Save the game. This is awful. And we're running back to the town that I hate. Because it's where I got lost on that first week of play. Because I couldn't see her sitting off in the corner looking like a flower thanks to that stupid yellow spiky dress of hers.
Let's do our best.
Yeah, whoops. Let's get to the right skills.
I'm pretty strong, you know.
Well, at least your voice actor is better than... Or the voice acting is better than Justina's. Still not good, but better.
Get ready.
Really not good. I hope you guys like seeing these spells because that's what we're doing again.
I hope this doesn't hurt too much.
This game's driving me insane. Isn't the definition of insanity doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results? There's also the phrase, hell is repetition. I think that one sums this game up quite nicely.
This is the only way.
I do like the enemy design. I mean, the creatures in this look interesting, at least. It was almost out of chi there. In fact, I was out of chi there for a little bit. I tried to get the attack in before they did, but no chi, so...
You'll have to do
Unfortunately, I took... Wow! Way to go, Riff! You're already on part 2!
Hurt too much.
It took Justina forever to do that! Score! I might be able to use my swordman, my hungry swordman here before too long after all. And she leveled, yay! So yeah, that's actually good. I'm happy about that. That's dangerous to be happy in this game. And I thought I was saying something, but it got derailed there, so whatever. Oh yeah, the character design. Like I said, spider women creatures, arachnes, are not new by any means, but I like the way they're designed in this one.
Stay focused, everyone.
I have certainly seen worse than this.
I hope this doesn't hurt too much.
You're attacking them! You want it to hurt them! I always hate this pacifist warrior crap. Take the Patton route.
Watch out!
You know, it's not dying for your country that wins wars, it's making the other SOB die for theirs. I'm sorry, that's the nature of war, and in this game, you're at war. Kill them before they kill you. That is your only goal.
Just run away.
It sounds harsh, but that is how wars are won, is you just overwhelm your opponent to the point where they can no longer stand to fight back. You have to have a definitive victory or you're not gonna, the war's not gonna end. It'll just get delayed until later.
I hope this doesn't hurt too much.
Come on. I gotta get my timing down so I can actually learn the next tier of this. Alright, come on. Let's learn this one so I can move on. Because I'm sure everybody is getting tired of seeing the same water spell over and over and over again. But that's what happens when you have to train a specific skill to learn the next ones.
Sorry.
Like, I have to keep using the same spell over and over. And I do want her to learn the higher end ones, because it is a good spell. In order to do that, however, it's repetition. Man, she's at least quick. Look at that. She gets 3 attacks with a full bar. Way to go. I like that. But you've actually learned the second part pretty fast, which is good, because the second part can help extend the battle since it's not an AoE. Hopefully it won't die to this one. I think it will, though. Oh, good. I get to cast it again. It'd be great if she learned tier 3 already. But she didn't.
Get ready.
It's a lot of casting, though. She should learn it soon. I don't know if it's a random chance every time you cast it to learn it, or if you are building an invisible EXP bar. Because, well, the game doesn't tell you anything. This game hides a lot of information from you, and I hate that. I want information available. But it doesn't give us numbers. It doesn't give us any hard details. It doesn't tell us what things do. And we're walking. I am going to save at the town. And then head out the exit again. I don't remember how quickly out of the exit the save point is, so I'm just taking it safe and doing it in town. But that is one thing this game needs, is to have us go different directions. Not have the same party traveling the same freaking path all the freaking time. I've seen this part of the game. Can we please move on? Off the top of my head, I can't think of another game that's quite this repetitive, at least as far as roleplay games go, that keeps making us do the same thing over and over and over and over until your eyes bleed. And by that I mean going over the same areas like this. It's like Final Fantasy, yeah, you revisit areas in that game. But you don't walk back to them most of the time through the low-end areas. A lot of times when you're revisiting an area, you know, you're taking a new form of transportation there. An airship, a ship. Final Fantasy 2, man, you got all kinds of stuff you took. Okay, let's see. Are you the blacksmith? Yeah, let's see if I've actually gotten the stuff for you yet. I do! I don't have that yet, but I can buy the riot sword. How about upgrading anything? No. Yes, if I have the soul breaker. Do I have a soul breaker? And combat clothes can become a survival suit. So I need a sword of vigor is what I need. And the survival suit really doesn't do much for me, but whatever. Let's go ahead and upgrade it. Survival suit. Dark blade. Upgrade. Oh, the dark blade becomes a sword of vigor. But I don't have another frog alarm. So I just got a survival suit. Can anyone actually wear it? And let me guess, I've already got more survival suits. No! That is the first survival suit. And no one can really use it right now, so it doesn't matter. How about the sword I just picked up, though? I mean, you're already using a blacksmith sword, so I don't think this is going to do much good for you. Wait, is that a sword of vigor? No, sword of savagery. The riots... It is actually better. How much better? Yeah, okay. Taking all the blacksmith gear. That's probably why he's such a baller of a character. What do you have? A lot of useless things that I don't need. You can identify. Necklace of Defeat. Really? Book of Disasters. Adventurer Garb. Well, let's see what those items do. Adventurer Garb is crap. What's that Necklace of Defeat? It was awful, and yet she can actually wear it. It's better than your cursed necklace. Yes, so instead of the cursed necklace, let's put on the Necklace of no, Necklace of Life is better than that. It was the Necklace of Defeat. Necklace of My Feet. Yeah. Yeah, so that was all a big waste of time. Let's get out of here. Suppose I should have checked that blacksmith earlier and maybe have a new sword for Callants. But no. Why would I do that? I can't even figure out the damn camera angles. Making me walk all over the place. You know, usually this game feels faster than today. Like right now, I feel like it should be near my 2-hour mark, and I'm not. I'm barely an hour 15 in. That is one thing about this game is usually it's been feeling quick, which is good. I'd much rather it feel fast than slow. You know what? I don't think I've been to this dojo with this party. Yes, I'm doing another dojo. I'm sorry. I have to. Because I think this is a fist one, and she really needs more attacks. Yes, she really needs this.
All right, let's do it.
And this is at least, you know, a decent dojo. We actually fight here. Yeah, you're not even going to stand a chance to her. She is much higher level than the other guy was. Than Fisty McGee was. So, but good, she's going to learn new skills, and she needs to.
How do you like them apples? I don't have.
That at least makes sense as a dojo, you know?
That's it.
Alright, let's fight. Let's see how good you are. Okay, you beat me. Go to the next one. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're learning anything from it, but it's better than, hey, stand here while I attack you. Hello? Thank you. It's also cheaper than the other one was.
All right, let's do it.
Just more time consuming, that's all. Oh, I'm poisoned.
Man, you suck.
And yeah, I think this is actually where I first learned about the confusion aspect. But I know the button combinations for her attacks. XXX for Earth and XXO for Mountain. So be sure to remember those. Good fight, good fight. Moving on, moving on.
Huh. I don't have time to... Huh? That's it?
Hey, I'm really happy to have more attacks for her. She needs them. She's only got the one skill set right now, and a lot of times it is not useful. There's been a lot of times where she's been unable to do anything because of it. Although I have a feeling that this new skill set won't help with that. Because of the chi problem in the areas, you know. Earth and mountain chi have been pretty low lately. Poisoned again. It's almost like I should do something to prevent that. But then again, it doesn't matter. The real problem I have is if I mess this one up, I'm out of chi for a while. See? Earth chi is low here. And that's bad for me. Whereas this person, I think I learned Fire Lightning for her. And that's good. I want different chi on everyone's attacks. That's one thing. Both the healers, all of their skills use Ice and Water. All three of the healers, all their skills use that.
I don't have time. That wasn't half bad.
Good, good. So far, so good. This is a lot quicker than standing there for 7 turns, taking an attack, right? Still, this is the craziest thing, man. They're basically mugging you.
All right, let's do
And
it.
if you survive the mugging, they go, hey, congratulations, you learned something. This is not how dojos work. Ow.
Man, you suck.
It's also nice to be able to
How do you
use
like
her
that
again
apple?
for a while because I like her. I want to use her more often. I am still going to try to get Wraith's skills first, though. That is one brutal looking attack. Especially with the way the fists glow. Just ow! That's one thing, a lot of the animations for the attacks look pretty brutal.
Huh. I don't have time for this. Huh? That's it?
Alright, one more step and I learn new skills. That makes me happy. That's the illusion of progress. Until we meet again. I don't plan on meeting you again, I'm using you up. Happy go fun time.
All right, let's do it.
To know this power, you must defeat me. Aw, yeah. Am I confused? Am I confused? Nope.
Man, you suck.
Thought you had the confusion one. Then again, maybe she's immune to confusion. I don't know. I do know that didn't do a whole lot of damage. Yikes. And this one won't kill you either. Yeah, I might be in trouble. Yeah, there's the confusion. Knew that was coming. But remember what I said. I know what my buttons are. See? Can't trick me. I've been through this before. And down you go.
Huh. I don't have time for this.
Woohoo! New scroll!
Huh? That's it?
Feeling good about it. And now we're moving on again. Hey, that's 3 new techniques I've learned today. Well, not new. Redone. Yes, I'm leaving. I've mastered this area. I've beaten up all of your muggers. I want this game to be over. I want this game to be over. I'm not even entertaining today. This is just so bleh. It's one of the reasons I can't go more than a week of this, because then what? My brain would just completely shut down. I'd be sitting there drooling while I play. Bleh. What? I mean, I have to give my brain a chance to recharge and come up with some new things to say about this game.
Let's do our best.
Where are you? Where are you? There you are.
I'm not giving up.
That was awful. Because I just could not find the bloody enemy. Just... why? Why have the camera so far zoomed in that I can't see what I'm doing? Oh, and I failed. That I can't see what I'm doing. This camera angle is awful. Oh, okay. You've got me backed all the way to this wall anyway. Oh, and not enough chi. So it's your turn. Forget it. See, she learns them quickly. Take note, Wraith. First time she's ever used it, and she knows how to do the next one. And then she misses. Because, yes, of course I do. But at least it's an attack for her that's not mountain and earth.
Huh. I don't have time for this.
Even though mountain earth would actually be the useful one right now. So figures. Look at that. Mountain and earth are the two that are really kind of high up. Earth especially high up. So the most useful skill that she could be learning right now is that one. And oh look, now she can't use that anymore.
Apples?
They always do that. They always give us the freaking ones in an area that I can't use them. Well, that's not true. I mean, she's got what, all but her last one? I don't know if she knows tier 3 yet, but Justina was able to learn hers.
How about this?
But this is a bad area to be trying to learn water ice skill.
Sorry.
I'm almost at the save point
Now
too.
that's how it's done.
Royal Red Wand. Let's see if that's any good. Oh, wait. I can't use that anyway because that's Ionis's weapon. Never mind. Is it any good? No, I probably already have several of them. Probably have things way better than it. Heal up real quick. Because Rihanna took some... Yeah, look at that! Earth and Mountain are actually high-end right now. So, Rihanna's not going to use them. The one area where it's actually really good for her to use it, and she's too busy trying to learn other skills. That so figures. Now, I'm pretty sure the next save point is going to be where I have to quit for the day. Even if it ends up being a short day, I just can't take this much more. My brain is again shutting down. Now, this is... Which way am I going? Is it this way? Stop swinging at the sign. No, that's the marsh. That's not where I want. I want the lake. Where's the lake? Because the marsh was, again, another kind of dead-end area.
Stay focused, everyone.
Now, where are the enemies? There we go.
I have no choice.
But look at the I can't swing the camera around. So look at my field of view. I've got this tiny little area in front of me I can see, and all this area behind me that is useless that I can't see. And where are the enemies? I'm right up in front of the camera here. This is awful. Let me see the entire battlefield. I mean, just look at that. And no, it is this one she has to try to learn.
Don't
Amazing. She's still on level 2. Where? Wait, no, don't you do that. Okay, I guess I could just brick the first one. That's fine. Whatever. And I could brick the second one too, because I'm that good at video games. Problem is, this one's again a slower timing, and I'm used to the faster timing ones. So having the okay, Rihanna, there you are. Or not Rihanna, Wraith, and you didn't learn it anyway.
I won't lose.
Now back to Rihanna to try again. Ugh, this is awful. This is seriously boring. Alright, let's try to learn this next one now. The quicker I learn it, the quicker I can get back to the more effective ones in this area. Keep an eye on that water chi. As soon as it comes back, I need to try to use Wraith again. Faster I can get that done, the better. And I could just miss that. That's fine. That's probably going to give her a chance to do it. Nope, I am not doing that. Because at this point, I might need the healing. I'm actually going to run behind Raoul here. There we go. Unfortunately, these guys stand too far back that I can't attack from behind Raoul. Missed your timing.
I hope this doesn't hurt too much.
So I'm doing very poorly now. Yay! All because I'm messing with two different timings at the same time.
Don't worry about me.
At least fire isn't weak in this area. And it does do a fair amount of damage. I mean, look at that.
Huh. How do you like them apples?
I'm going to heal after this combat once again. So used to the faster timing. At least I'm not at risk anymore, so... I mean, it's a 3-on-1. This one's not going to do enough damage to worry me until I kill it. Or before I kill it.
Have time for this.
Wraith, is your chi back yet? Ow!
Man, you suck.
Man, maybe I am worried about the timing. Or the damage. Yeesh. Ah, no, that should kill it. I think. Yeah, it's dead. Okay. Healing time.
Huh. I don't have time.
Yeah, training skills is kind of boring. Very boring. It's also why roleplay games tend to try to make you go to new areas all the time instead of having you keep repeating the same area over and over and over again. I hate this game. I want to play a good game again. I really want to play a good game again. Why do I do this to myself? It's not like anyone's asking me to finish this game. Stop swinging. I have no idea where the lake is. I'm just going to go this way and see if it tells me to turn around. Again, got to run forward with Wraith so that she gets her first couple attacks in. Because she needs to let her chi recharge.
Check this out.
And again, we've got this really bad camera angle, which should never freaking be. I don't know if I'm ever going to see worse camera angles than this. Hey! Alright! She's only got one more to try to learn.
I won't back down.
Of course, I have to wait for the chi to recover before I can do the next one anyway. But I don't think I'm ever going to see a worse camera angle than this in a video game. And I've seen cameras that were behind the damn wall so you can't see anything. As soon as ice comes back, that's the one I have to use. Assuming she doesn't kill everything first. The way she's going, she might. Not that I really have a problem with that.
Huh. I don't have time for this.
Well, now we're all waiting on the chi. Nice one, though.
Let me help.
Oh, no, it's water she needs. So it goes ice, water, water, ice. Well, dang it. That's okay. Water should be coming back soon. There it is. Not enough to level, though.
Just run away.
Not a bad fight. Went pretty quickly.
We won, right?
Round leveled, so not even going to bother healing. Just going to keep running. And hope the chi in the next area is better. At least I stopped calling it mana. Finally figured out to call it chi. Nope, that's not the right way. Is it through the ruins? Is it through the marsh? Let's try the ruins. No, no quick hit this time.
Stay focused, everyone.
No, no. Go around this way. And it's still too close for me to actually attack, so I have to back off even more. Yay. On the plus side,
I won't back
I'm not actually
down.
doubling the damage on this one because this is the AoE and only one area enemy has run forward so far. Yay! It's something. And now I switch to Mist Fist.
Check this
Mist
out.
Fist. Some variety would be great. I hope there's more than 2 enemies in this area. This one's almost dead.
Nicely done.
I think there's just these 2, so this is going to be a quick fight, and I'm not going to be able to learn anything from it.
Huh. I don't have time for this.
Ow. See? Didn't learn it. Now I pull back
Huh.
to there.
Like them apples.
No, I guess you can get it
I'm
first.
feeling like
If you're hurt,
No, there's the water back. Okay. Are you actually attacking her? Wow. Ow, don't do that. That's bad. That hurts.
That wasn't so bad.
Yes, yes it was!
Just run away.
It's bad enough that you need to back the hell off and let Rihanna take over. You failed the timing on that one anyway.
Did you see that? Don't worry about me.
Failed the timing on that one too! Yay. I don't know where I'm going. I really hope I don't have to go through the marsh. I don't think I do. I thought the marsh was a dead end.
huh? That's it?
I could be wrong. I probably am. I always freaking am. Every time I think, hey, I shouldn't do this. It's the right thing to do. Remember yesterday in the freaking cave? I shouldn't go the south route. I don't think it's that one. Guess which one it was? It was the south route. Of course it was! How do you have a running commentary for 50 freaking hours of gameplay? Because part 25 at just about 2 hours per. Yeah. Think about that. Ugh. It's not that way either. Because neither of these signs say the lake. You know what? Save. I'm here. I might as well save. Honestly, that should be my day save right here, because I'm not getting to the next save in the next 15 minutes. It's not happening. But I'll go make sure where the next path is. Is it going to be... Oh, God, I really hope not through the marsh. Because this is the marsh, isn't it? Astine Marsh. I freaking should have known that. 'Cause after Astine Marsh comes Lake Astine. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? Not fighting you. I don't care. I know I need to train skills. I don't care. This is a bad area for it anyway. Please don't be that stupid swamp area. It is that stupid swamp area with the centaurs. How's the chi in this area? Perfect. I can't learn Rihanna's skills here. Because fire's weak. I honestly should have her go attack first anyway.
Let's do our...
At your service.
Where are you? Thing is, I have to get through 2 tiers of fire before I can get to the lightning. So I'm always going to have to wait for the chi to recharge after this. Now I run away.
Let me help.
Yeah. Okay. I could just hit the wrong button. That's fine. My brain stopped working. My brain stopped working a long time ago.
I hope this doesn't hurt too much.
You're casting water at fish. I don't think it's going to be a big damage dealer. See what I mean? It's like you are trying to attack a fish with water.
You'll
Not
have to do
exactly
better than
an elemental weakness.
I hope
But it
this
should give you
doesn't
plenty of
hurt too
chances to
much.
learn your other one. Keeping an eye on that fire chi.
Feeling lightheaded. Perhaps I need. You'll have to
Yeah,
do
I knew
better
that'd
than
poison him. Okay. Awesome. I just set her back entirely. I should have just had that be the day save
You'll
and be
have to
done
do
with it.
better than that.
Can I at least kill one of the fish with this? No, but it did a fair amount of damage. A lot more than Wraith's doing.
Let me help.
I do need to kill something here and turn the tide, so I'm actually going to focus on the centaur right now. I think that's a centaur.
I'm pretty strong, you know.
Oh, I guess she does have her level 3. Alright. So this is going to hit everyone regardless. I thought she was still stuck on 2. No, timing's bad.
This is the only
Yeah, I'm
way.
going to run back to the previous save point and save it. I'm sorry. At least I know which direction to go this time. Just that I'm doing everything wrong right now, and that's a sign that I need to stop playing this game. Didn't you guys learn that with Maya? You're attacking someone who
wasn't so
literally
bad.
just went through a dojo where that's what they did to her.
I hope this doesn't hurt.
That's
too
not going to
much.
bother her any. Well, at least the centaur's down. That'll give me more timing.
I'll take care of it.
And there's her move for a while. More timing.
Huh. I don't have time for this.
Will you please learn the last one so I can stop doing
is the
this?
only way.
Especially since these aren't doing any damage against them. It's a perfect place to train. I mean, it really is a good place to train for this. She's got high chi in this area, and the enemies are very strong to it. So hurry up and finish already. Ugh.
This is the only way.
Stop attacking him, please. I know he's my tank, but he's already been tanking plenty. Hello? Can I get some chi back? Some of it? Anything? Thank you.
Get ready.
Get wrecked. I have a feeling. Oh no, it's trying to back him away. Don't be poisoned. 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 You're poisoned. Good! She could do her next one, but it doesn't matter because it's already dead.
Huh. I don't have time for this. Huh? That's it?
Then Raul leveled up anyway, so I don't even have to really heal for him. I'm running back to the save point, being done for the day, because it's time. I've hit up against it now. At least I know which direction to go. Today was another boring day. I'm sorry. That's just what this game is at this point. I know I'm not the only person who's done a playthrough of this, and I'm sure that there are other videos out there that are more entertaining because they cut all the boring crap out. But no, I want you guys to see just how bad this game is. And why. why I'm having such hatred for this thing. Hatred that has now devolved into general apathy. I mean, I can't get worked up over this game. Oh, I guess I can't get worked up over the story when it keeps doing dumb things. Maybe that's why the game is so long and boring other than the story. Because... Oh, right, I didn't kill you, did I? You are a perfect time to train Rihanna.
Let's do our
Because I need to get her trained up before going back to that other area. Which won't happen, but I need to try at least. Man, if you master this off this fight, I will be so happy. You should have plenty of chances here. Okay. Here's your tier 3. It's got a good amount of chi. You should be good.
Man, you suck.
Well, I guess you could have seen that one coming. I hate this so much.
Huh. I don't have time for this.
See, it wouldn't even be so bad training like this if I could actually
At your service.
attack always. But no. I have to wait for the chi. I have to do this kind of crap. Why are you standing there? Get out of there, Wraith.
That wasn't so bad.
I mean, if I could just straight up do the attacks, it wouldn't be so bad. But no, I gotta sit here and wait for the chi, and that makes the grinding even worse. Good. Now, how about you not screw this up a few times and actually learn it? Please learn it. Well, I think this one has 5 anyway.
Huh. I don't have time for this.
Oh. My one last hurrah for the day.
Man, you suck.
And there's no hurrah to be had.
Huh. How do you like them apples?
See, no hurrah. Nuts.
Huh. I don't have time.
I don't even know why we having the different parties
That
like
wasn't
this
half
too,
bad.
especially since their characters are so similar. Like, one party has Maya, the other party has Wraith and Justina. All 3 of these characters are virtually identical. They all have the same movesets. They all fill the exact same role. Why have 3 of them? Miss Fist here is the same as Fisty McGee. Even in the other party, you have Callance and the kid whose name I don't care about because he's never used because I have Callance instead. Why do that? Why have characters who have the exact same movesets? They fill the same role. You're not going to want to use both of them in the same party, ever. Can I at least hit the save point? Quit swinging randomly and save the game so I can stop. Alright, this is it, guys. Day save. I don't care. I am so tired. I am so done. Take care, Internet. Enjoy the games you play. Enjoy the games you play. Don't be like me. Nobody wants to be like me. I don't want to be like me.